Welcome to Capitol View, where we get to see who's changing the look of the city. Did you know there are a total of 19 colleges and universities listed in DC? PYT Funds has given the word student loans a makeover. Today, we get to see those words from a new point of view, Capitol View.
My name is Sterling Ashby. I'm in charge of strategic partnerships at PYT Funds, Inc. PYT Funds is a web-based platform that helps students overcome their financial obstacles to get into college and stay in college. PYT came about, our founder, Ms. Stacy Wissonet, she dealt with the issues of the higher cost of going to college by actually going to serve in the military. When she was faced with that, she had to look to some alternative means to stretch out her time in school and take on military service. That's a pretty good option. But there might be some kids out here that maybe want some broader options. And so her experience in banking, Ms. Stacy Wissonet's experience in banking, combined with her understanding of innovation and technology that's out here, she's brought together some pretty unique things to make this platform a world-class platform that is, shaking up people on Wall Street. We've recently been in Wall Street, an accelerator in Wall Street, as well as spent time out in the Bay Area, out in San Francisco. And our idea is really being well received by leading members of the banking community. PYT Funds tackles the issue that 70% of students that apply for a private student loan are rejected. And it's either because their creditworthiness is not adequate or their co-signer's creditworthiness is not sufficient. And so PYT Funds finds a way to help them crowdfund a portion of the outstanding amount so that they look better to the banks. There's a range of tools out there, but PYT Funds helps to bring them all together. So yes, first a student wants to solve their financial needs with a scholarship. And then they might want to look for grants. And finally, they might want to look for federal student loans, which are cheapest. But then they're left with the private student loans, and that's where the hurdles come. On the other side, PYT stands apart from some of the people in the financial space like Kickstarter and others because of our focus on the student loan issue in particular. And so we are partnering with banks to scale a product that will allow us to serve the needs of many students. When I was in college, I never had the opportunity to address how I might get over that hurdle. I just prayed and wished and went to the financial aid office and hoped that they could go in that magical computer and find something that worked. PYT Funds allows a student to kind of take control over that outstanding amount of $12,000 that you might need for a private student loan. PYT might allow you to bring down your interest rate so that you get that money at the cheapest available cost. All right, let me tell you a little bit about the process at PYT. A student might go to our site, sign up, and share some of the key information about their situation, data about themselves and their financial situation. Now, some students might really have a compelling story and crowdfund their entire outstanding amount, but every student might not be able to do that. And that's where we try to link together that student with a put together a package where that student's financial situation is married to a particular student loan lender so they can get a loan for the remaining amount. And the platform kind of does that. Over time, we're going to be collecting data about students to be able to tell a more compelling story over time. So for instance, as a freshman, maybe your credit profile was such that it was very hard to borrow money. But by your sophomore year, we want to do things that make you look better to the bank. So we're going to have an ongoing relationship with that student and be smart about it and help educate students about ways to look better to banks and keep the price down. For students that really excel in a major or two, we're also trying to identify partners that might even pay off some of your student loan. That's the beauty of technology, of bringing it all together in one space. Where, wow, we have your grades, wow, we have your supporters, wow, we have people who are interested in supporting students like yourself. So when it all comes together, we're trying to do our best to lower the amount of money the students will have to pay back in the long term. We want students to come out of school with a great education, with a great degree, get out here and get to work, and not be saddled with a lot of restrictions on where that work might be. They might too have a compelling startup that might lead to some new innovation that we need as a community or a country or a state. For students that want to find us, you might look to our website. gopyt.com. We're also on Twitter at PayYourTuition.